They saw his framed photo. So let's welcome back now the Bishop from Trenton, New Jersey, Bishop David O'Connell, who's been on with us so much and been so helpful in recent weeks. So, you know, they say, oh, he's an American, but seems to be very, very popular all around the world, Bishop O'Connell.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, although born in Chicago and raised in the United States, was a student at Villanova here in Philadelphia, he spent a great deal of his time, many, many years, in Peru as a missionary for the Augustinian Order. The Augustinian Order, of course, is the sponsor of Villanova University.
Right, that's who runs Villanova, right, the Augustinians. What should we know about an Augustinian pope, then?
Well, an Augustinian pope, obviously, the order itself was established in the 13th century, mid-13th century, late 13th century, based upon the teachings and the writings and the philosophy of St. Augustine of Hippo, the 5th century philosopher and theologian. It's an important order in the church, and an order which emphasizes peace, fellowship, community. Its charisms are largely seen as education in the United States, but a lot of the things that the Pope had involved himself with during the course of his lifetime are fundamental things for the order and the mission of the order.
You know, I have a screen up, I haven't shown this, but show it now, about modern era conclave lengths. And, you know, this was pretty fast, but that's been the case now for years and years, either 2 or 3 days. You go all the way back to Paul VI there, I suppose. So, you know, what do you make of that? Because there was this whole idea, I think you and I maybe even talked about it going in, well, if it's very short, if it's only a couple of days, it'll probably be one of the so-called favorites. And Pope Leo wasn't, you know, necessarily at the top of that list, but he ended up becoming the next pope. It happened relatively quickly.
Yes, it did. I have to tell you, I was very, very surprised at the choice of Cardinal Prevost. I really didn't expect it. In fact, I have to tell you, given the work that I've done in the course of my priesthood, I've known just about every single American cardinal, and Cardinal Prevost was the only American cardinal that I never met. I didn't know. And even as we were leading up to the conclave and a little bit after it began, I really didn't think he had a chance. And the reason was because so many people felt that America is such a superpower,
right,
that probably not good to invite it into the halls of authority in the church.
Everybody keeps saying that, but then your story kind of supports maybe why he was chosen. If you're a bishop and knew all the cardinals from America and you didn't know him, he probably wasn't considered to be a quote-unquote American by his colleagues. That he was, you know, he did so much work in Peru and.
Sure, both. Yeah, I think he had dual citizenship. He was a citizen of the U.S. and also of Peru, and a great missionary. You know, you look at his pedigree. He's been superior of the order. He's had very, very important jobs. He's a canon lawyer. He taught canon law. He taught in the seminary. He was a judicial vicar in a diocese, and he was close to Pope Francis as well.
Do you have a favorite baseball team, Bishop O'Connell? Like in case you ever became, you know, Pope, would we know? Well, who's your favorite baseball team, for example?
Philadelphia Phillies.
Phillies, and there'd be no controversy over that. There's only the one team.
No controversy. That's where I'm from, and that's with my team.
Right. Did you see the Cubs? They messed. Put that screen. We have it on my tablet. The Cubs messed the whole thing up yesterday. They jumped the gun because somebody was saying he's a Cubs fan, so they put this whole thing up and said,
saw that.
See, look at this. They say, oh, hey, Chicago, he's a Cubs fan, so I just get a kick out of doing this. Wrong, Cubs. He's a White Sox guy.
That's right. His brother spilled the beans.
That's right. His brother said he always was a White. So he's the south side of Chicago, so he's a White Sox guy. And somebody made a joke that maybe we have a Pope that can throw a baseball. I don't know if the Pope would ever throw out. Maybe he would throw out a first pitch.
He's a tennis player. You know,
is he?
Tennis.
Yeah, I did see that.
Tennis is a sport. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it looks like he's in pretty good shape and all that. Do you think
that
would be the final thing? It comes in, you know, it's a tough job. We always say that with presidents. So when they come in, and United States presidents versus how they come out, it takes a lot out of you. I assume being Pope is the same thing. I mean, it's a tough job.
Yeah, it is a tough job. I don't know who would want it.
Is that right? So that was never something coming up through the ranks that you said?
My hand is not raised for that job.
That's funny. That's funny. I wonder if his was. It'd be interesting to get his reflections on it someday. Thanks for all the help, Bishop O'Connell. It's good to talk to you again.
Okay, Colonel. Take care. God bless.
You too.